The 5051 Center Avenue project was originally a Ford motor plant that was built in 1915. It was used to create Model Ts, tractors, trucks back through the 20s, 30s, and 40s. And now it's being transformed into a research center for the University of Pittsburgh. Maintaining the historic aspect of the building is a major part of the project overall. And one of the main features that we're trying to maintain is the historic crane building. The crane building was really used to bring material into the building. So it had a rail line that came right into the building. There's a large gantry crane at the top of the building that was used to pick material off the rail cars, bring it up to each of the individual floors, and then they would create the car at the top of the building, starting at the top of the building, and at the bottom of the building you drive out your new Model T. What really was known as Automobile Road back in the day has changed into really a Pittsburgh Innovation District.
What you see behind me is the dunge steel has already been erected, and Century Steel is doing the detailing work as we speak. The purpose of the dunge steel is to carry the penthouse on top of it and transfer the load down through the columns below the roof throughout the building by the use of these main beams and the base plates below to carry the load down to the column. Turner Logistics has been heavily involved in the purchasing of this prefabricated penthouse, which is coming on site, and I do believe this is Turner Logistics' first prefabricated penthouse in Pittsburgh, so it's going to be pretty exciting to see this all come together.
Recently completed was the 150 cubic yard pour that SPO poured a couple Saturdays ago. Which you can see here is a topping slab put on top of this roof to make a uniform surface for our roofing product that eventually goes down on here and butts up against the prefab penthouse.
Spread on fireproofing being performed by Wyatt is ongoing throughout the building in shaft 3 and elevator 123. As of June 2nd, we have levels 2 to level 5 complete and being inspected. Throughout the next couple weeks, they'll be finishing out down through B2 and then starting shaft 2, shaft 1, and stair 2 as well. What you see here are the core shell gang restrooms and associated riser and vent piping being installed. This area is pretty common through level 5 down through level G. The blue pipe you see being installed here on level 5 are acid waste risers. On the left here is shaft 2, which is the last brace frame on the project. Century Steel has just completed erecting and detailing this shaft, and to my right is shaft 1 and stair 2, which has also been recently completed by Century Steel. Right now, SPO is in the process of doing the grouting work and replacing the corner infills associated with shaft 2. And after this, it'll be all ready for Wyatt to move in and start top-down fireproofing. Behind me, you see micropowers being installed by Brayman. They have 26 micropowers to install in the crane shed. After Brayman is done installing micropowers and demobilized, we will be able to start our underground utility work, which includes both Hatzel and Beeler electrical conduits and McCamish sanitary underground. Once these are completed, then we can start our foundation work.
Here you can see the 350 excavator clearing the eastern side of the job site in order to start excavation foundations. As we pan across the job site, you can see the Perry formwork system and also some of the column and wall reinforcing for the bottom level of the garage. Here we can see the 125-foot boom lift that was used to demolish some of the south facade of the Ford building. Also, as we pan across the site, you can see the blindside waterproofing application on the lagging retaining wall, essentially allowing concrete to be placed against the waterproofing, and as the concrete cures, the waterproofing bonds to the concrete foundation wall, leaving us with a watertight seal. Finally, as we pan out, you can see the tower crane moving some formwork into the excavation for the concrete contractor. Here you can see the Perry formwork wall systems that are being utilized on our job site by the concrete subcontractor. The Perry formwork system and its design calculations and drawings are shared with the Turner Engineering Group prior to utilization on the site in order to maintain a high level of safety and quality control. At the 5051 parking garage, we have a combination of shallow and deep foundations. On the east busway side of the project, we have an assortment of different sized caissons. However, on the west side, where we have more suitable rock, we have shallow mat foundations.